I want to tell everybody about a dream I had a few months ago. I didn't tell anybody, and then I started wondering if, that's a bad thing to do. I should definitely tell you the dreams that I have, or why would God give me more whenever it's certainly not just for myself. But I was wondering if this dream is about COVID. There was nothing told. Maybe this dream's about COVID-19. Maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's everything that is happening in the world today and what this is revolving around this pandemic and everything else put together. But in the dream, there's people pushing shopping carts. It's not a long dream. People were pushing shopping carts, and they were like outside, and this energy. It was something new, is what I got from it. It was something that people hadn't seen before in the dream. This energy, it would like strike, and it was dangerous, and people knew it was dangerous. They were like, "Well, that's weird," and it was happening every now and then. And at first, people were like scared, but then they got used to it. They were used to it. They were like, "Oh, this is." It's like they settled into, "This is the way of the world now." You know, they just settled into, because at first it was real scary. Everybody's just living their life, But then they were like, "Oh my God!" But then they were like, "Oh yeah, that happens. This is just the way of life now." And like these energy blasts would like hit sporadically, periodically, randomly, and people knew that it was dangerous, but it was also just they were lulled into, okay, this is the way of life. But then, as people just kept living, all of a sudden those energy blasts turned into, and it was like people kind of just wrote it off, because they just got used to it and lulled into it, and they wrote off the way that things were, as if just, living their life through it. But then these energy blasts turned into like destroying half of cities, like just sweeping through, people being killed in droves. And the spirit was telling me, go here. Like I was literally on the road with these energy blasts behind me, showing me that I was being protected by being sent. He was like, it's not safe here, go here. So I left and I went to this place. And then I was there for a while. It was safe, and I met up with other people that were also protected and safe. And then the energy blast moved to this area, and he told me to go over here where it was safe. And I kept moving around to where it was safe. But these things turned into, and now maybe it's just the COVID, maybe it's everything revolving around what's going on in the world today. And that, we've kind of just gotten, these new things came along, and yeah, it was scary, but it was also, okay, this is just the way of life. But then there's like a wave coming, according to this dream, where it just gets so much worse. Like, it seemed like we should have taken everything more seriously and stopped it. And, maybe we should have taken the lockdown more seriously. Maybe we should have taken COVID more seriously. Maybe we should have taken these uprisings and the BLM and all this stuff and actually tried to change the world into a better place and actually took this stuff more seriously. Maybe it has to do with war and other countries and treaties. I don't really know. It was just like, it seemed like it was saying that the way that the things were, we got used to, and we should have taken it all more seriously so that it didn't turn into what it's about to turn into. That's just my dream. I don't have a time frame or anything for the interpretation of it, but the dream definitely seemed significant and like I should say it. So, if you haven't checked out my channel, check out my other videos. It's about living for God again and how we are just in God now. Christ already finished everything. Christianity ended. We don't need to do those things. So, if you're just seeing this video, check out my other videos. Subscribe and live for God again. Get there. It's easy. It's simple. It's the most simple thing in the world. All you have to do is nothing. And He'll lead you.